Welcome to my new self-defense martial arts teaching video for YouTube. In this one I'm going to show all people how to use your background and surroundings if somebody tries to attack you, if you are out walking the streets getting your exercise or walking, or if you're heading to the nearest store and you suspect someone might or will try to harm you in some kind of a very, very bad way, with some kind of either a hold, a grab, or a weapon such as a knife. First, starting with the park. Let's say you're at the park, you're running or walking, and then all of a sudden you see someone walking in front of you. Always remember the old saying, trust your gut feeling and instinct. Be aware of your background and surroundings, especially if you know or suspect this person you don't know might or will try to harm you in some kind of a very, very bad way. What you do, keep your eyes on your opponent. And keep your eyes at all costs. But also at the same time, use your background and surroundings. Let's say you're by someone's car, or maybe a pond, or by, let's say you're in getting out of the bathroom and there's a mirror. What you can do, you can use that. See what they might or will try to do. If they try to throw a punch, you can look at it. And when you see what they're doing, you know what's coming at you. And if they're throwing, let's say, like a punch, just act like you're not going to do nothing. Then, as soon as they're about to throw that punch, put your front foot in front of you. As soon as it's coming, use the middle block to block the punch. And then after that, strike them with either the front snap or straight leg kick on their groin or knees like this. That way you can stun them. But never punch them in the face, because you don't want to make them angry and you could make things worse. Never go for the face. Always go for something else that could hurt worse, like their groin, ears, their throat, or the nose. And then after you've stunned them, you can either palm heel strike their nose, or take this fist and strike them in the throat. Or you can use the knife hand strikes to strike both their ears like this. Or you can take both your thumbs, put them right behind their ears on the very soft spot, which is right here. Press and squeeze really hard. Pressure point, instant pain there. Or you can take your front finger and thumb, put it on the very soft spot between the neck and shoulder, which is right here. Press and squeeze really hard. Pressure point, instant pain there. And then use either the front snap or the straight leg or the side kick to strike the groin or knees. Then you can elbow strike their jaws. Then use the hammer fist to strike their groin. And then after that, if you can, deep horseback stance. If you can, try to grab one of their legs, pull up, sit on the knee, twist the ankle. Or, the most common thing, put your front foot in front of you, take both hands, use both your hands to grab this arm right here. Then pick them up off the ground, twist your hip, throw them on the ground. Then take your front foot and trap the front wrist so they can't get up. Once you trap their front wrist, you got them pinned, there's nothing they can do, you have them. Then you can use the back foot to stomp the groin, stomp the knee, stomp, kia. But the most important thing is that you keep your guard up, keep your eyes on your opponent, and use your background and surroundings to attack them. Or let's say you see they're coming at you, let's say with the front bear hug. Same thing, just play possum, act like you're not going to do nothing. And then when they grab you, act like you're not going to do nothing to get them to take their guard down. And then, when they think they have you, surprise them with an attack of your own. You can either front headbutt their nose really hard, or take both hands, grab the back of their hips, take your back knee, and strike their groin really hard. After you've stunned them, you can either palm heel strike their nose, take this fist right here and strike them in the throat. Or use a knife hand strike to strike both their ears. Or take both your thumbs, put them right behind their ears on the very soft spot, which is right here. Press and squeeze really hard. Pressure point, instant pain there. Or you can take your front finger and thumb, put it on the very soft spot between the neck and shoulder, which is right here. Press and squeeze really hard. Pressure point, instant pain there. And then after they've let go of you after that, use either the front snap or the straight leg or the side kick to strike their groin or knees. Then you can elbow strike their jaws. Then hammer fist the groin. Remember, deep horseback stance if you can. Try to grab one of their legs. Sit on the knee. Twist the ankle. Or put your front foot in front of you. Take both hands. Grab this arm right here. Pick them up off the ground. Then you can twist your hip. Throw them on the ground. Then take your front foot and trap the front wrist so they can't get up. Then use your back foot to stomp the groin, stomp the knee, stomp, kia. But the important thing is, stay focused, trust your gut feeling and instinct, use your background and surroundings to see what's going on. If you're by, like I said, a car mirror or a window right next to the bathroom, or you're by a river or pond, use that to see what they're doing. You can also look at their shadows as well to see what they're doing. See what they're going to try to do, rather try to throw a punch or use a grab or a hold to try to harm me in some kind of a very, very bad way. Now let's say they try the headlock. When you see when they're coming at you and they put you in the headlock, what you do, you play possum. Act like they have you in order to get them to take their guard down. Then when they think they have you, you surprise them with an attack of your own. First, put your chin down so you can breathe a little. Then use your back fist to strike the groin. Now take the back leg right here, take this hand, grab the back of their knee, use the other hand to grab their hair, the back of their shirt or their ears, whatever you can grab, just grab it. Then press and pull at the same time onto the ground really hard. And then take the front foot, trap the front wrist. And then use the back foot to stomp the groin, stomp the knee, stomp, kia. But always remember to use your background, surroundings, and always pay attention to what's going on. Use either a mirror on your car or someone else's vehicle, or a window or a mirror that's right by some bathroom, or you can use, if you're by water such as a river, pond, or lake, use that to see what they're doing, or look at their shadows so you can see what they're about to do to you. And that's one of the ways you can see what they're about to do, so you know what to be ready and prepared for. Now for the final one, the back bear hug. Let's say you've gotten done running or jogging at the park or walking at the park getting your exercise, and then you decide to go to use the bathroom. And then you sense someone's right behind you and it's going to try to use that to hurt you. What you do, look at the mirror to see what's going on. Rather it's right by the bathroom or by a car or someone's vehicle, or if you're look at their shadow, see what they're about to do. Or if you're by a water such as a river, lake, or pond, look at that. Act like you're not going to do nothing. And as soon as they're about to put the bear hug on you, what you can do, go into a deep horseback stance, and then use the back elbow to strike the stomach. Then you can use the hammer fist to strike their groin. If you can, try to grab their leg, pull up, sit on the knee, twist the ankle. Or put your front foot in front of you. Take both hands, grab this arm right here. Then pick them up off the ground. Twist your hip, throw them on the ground. Take your front foot, trap the front wrist so they can't get up. Then use your back foot to stomp the groin, stomp the knee, stomp, kia. But always remember to use your background, your surroundings. Keep your eyes on them at all costs. Watch every move they make. Use something like a window by the bathroom or a mirror. Or you can use a car window or rear view mirrors. Or if you're by water such as a lake or river or pond. Or you can use their shadow to look and see what they're doing. But always be ready and prepared. And be aware of your background and surroundings, especially if you don't know this person, and especially if you know that they might or will try to harm you in some kind of a very, very bad way. Another thing you can also watch out for is how they're behaving. If you suspect they're under the influence of drugs or alcohol, especially how they're behaving, you better be ready and prepared for that. Now we're going to move on. If you're heading to the nearest store that's not far from where you live, let's say you decide to walk to the nearest store that's not far from where you live because you need to get some stuff for your place. And while you're walking, you see someone coming in front of you that you don't know. And you suspect they might be not a good person. They could be a mugger, a robber, or a rapist, or some thug. Always remember to trust your gut feeling. Be aware of your background and surroundings. And always be ready and especially prepared for anything they might or will try to do to try to harm you in some kind of a very, very bad way. But in this situation, they might try to use a weapon such as a knife. Let's say let's say you look really close and you look at their shadow, or you're by a river, a lake, or a pond, for example, that's not far from where you live, and you see their shadow and you see them pulling out something like a knife. What you do, you get ready, be prepared to fight. And let's say they're coming at you with a little knife attack. What you do, just act like you're not going to do nothing. Then put your front foot in front of you as soon as they're coming at you. Put both your wrists into X block and block the knife attack. Then use your back foot to strike the groin or knees with the front snap or straight leg kick like this. Then use this hand that has the knife and grab this arm. Then use the back elbow to strike their jaws. Then use a hammer fist to strike the groin. Put your front foot in front of you. Then take both hands. Pick them up off the ground. Twist your hip. Then throw them on the ground. Then take your front foot. Trap the front wrist that has the knife, so they can't get up and try to use it. Once you trapped it, then pull the knife out. You can either use the back foot to stomp their groin or knees, or take their own knife, put it in their upper chest, use the back foot to stomp it in. But always be ready and expect the unexpected when you're dealing with somebody that's trying to use a weapon. And always remember that it could be a robber or somebody who's been out doing drugs or has been out drinking. But always be ready and especially prepared for stuff like that. Or let's say you're heading to the store and you're by, let's say, a little river or a pond. You see someone walking towards you you don't know. You suspect they might be under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Remember you want to stay away from somebody like that because you don't know what they're capable of doing, especially if they're under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Remember, walk away if you can, run if you must. But if you can't get away after you've tried those, be prepared to defend yourself. If they're coming at you, let's say, and they're going to throw a punch, remember, just act like you're not going to do nothing. And then, as soon as they're coming at you and you see they're going to throw a punch because of you saw what they're doing in the water, because they're about to do, like, let's say like this, what you do, Just act like you're not going to do nothing. And as soon as they come towards you, put your front foot in front of you. And then as soon as they're about to throw that punch, take the middle block right here, use it to block the punch. Then use your back foot. And remember, do not punch them in the face, because you could just make them mad and make things worse. You don't want that. You just want to get away from them and make them leave you alone. After you blocked it and you've struck their groin or knees with the front snap straight leg kick like this, then you can either palm heel strike their nose, or take your fist right here and strike them in the throat. Or you can take both hands and strike both their ears. Or always remember, the palm heel is always good for the nose as well, because that could take them down easily. Or take both thumbs, put them right behind their ears on the very soft spot, which is right here. Press and squeeze really hard. Pressure point, instant pain there. Or take your front finger and thumb, put it on the very soft spot between the neck and shoulder, which is right here. Press and squeeze really hard. Pressure point, instant pain there. Then use either the front snap or the straight leg kick to strike the groin or knees. Elbow strike their jaws. Hammer fist the groin. And if you can, deep horseback stance. Try to grab their leg, set on the knee, twist the ankle. Or put your front foot in front of you. Take both hands, grab this arm right here. Then pick them up off the ground. Twist your hip. Throw them on the ground. Then take your front foot, trap the front wrist so they can't get up. Once you got them there, there's nothing you can do. Then use the back foot to stomp the groin, stomp the knee, stomp, kia. But the most important part is using your background and surroundings, trusting your gut feeling, instinct, and being aware of your background and surroundings. Use something like water you're near, like a river or pond, or if you're by a car or vehicle, you can use the mirror or the rear view mirror to see what they're doing. You can use most of the stores have, like gas stations and the dollar store have windows, you can use that to see what they're doing. Or look down at their shadow, you can see what they're doing, see what moves they're about to make, so you know what to be prepared for. This is one of the best ways to get them, because as Bruce Lee put it, it's getting to know your opponent. Or let's say you head there, you see someone you don't know to the store, and you notice they're coming at you like this. That's a sign they're going to use a two-handed chokehold. What you do, play possum. Act like you're not going to do nothing. As soon as you see them come at you with the two-handed chokehold, and they're close enough, use either the front snap or straight leg kick to strike the groin or knees really hard. Then you can either palm heel strike the nose, punch them in the throat, knife hand strike their ears. Put both your thumbs right behind the ears on the very soft spot, which is right here. Press and squeeze really hard. Pressure point, instant pain there. Or take your front finger and thumb, put it on the very soft spot between the neck and shoulder, which is right here. Press and squeeze really hard. Pressure point, instant pain there. And then, after that, use the front snap, straight leg, or the side kick to strike the groin or knees. Elbow strike their jaws. Hammer fist the groin. And then go into a deep horseback stance. You can either back elbow their stomach, or use both your hands to grab one of their legs, set on the knee, break, twist the ankle. Or put your front foot in front of you. And then take both hands, grab this arm right here, pick them up off the ground, twist your hip, throw them on the ground. Take your front foot and trap the front wrist so they can't get up. Then use the back foot to stomp the groin, stomp the knee, stomp, kia. But the most important thing to do when you see is look at them really close to see what they're doing. Use your background like if you're around water, such as a small pond, lake, or river. Or if you're by someone's car or vehicle, use the mirror or the rear view mirrors, or at the gas station or store you're at, you can use those to look at their background and to see what they're going to do, so you know what to watch out for. And remember, get to know them and watch every move they make. And be aware of their behavior, especially if you suspect they might be under the influence of drugs or alcohol, especially by how they're behaving. Now for the final one. If they try to sneak the full Nelson on you, this will also work if you're at the park running or jogging or walking, getting your exercise. Say you're heading to the store, and then you have a gut feeling someone's behind you. What you want to do is be ready and especially prepared. Look around, look at some water, and see if someone's right behind you. Like a lake, a small river or pond, if you look, or look behind you like this, you see someone coming. They're coming at you with the full Nelson. Or if you're by someone's car or vehicle and you're heading into the store and you see, you can use a car mirror or window or rear view mirror, or the door, the front door of the store, because there's glass, to see what they're doing. Act like you're not going to do it. As soon as about to throw the full Nelson, you can use both your hands to trap both their arms. And then after that, you can take both elbows to strike both their jaws. Then back kick their groin or knees, or stomp both their feet. Then, deep horseback stance, back elbow the stomach, use the hammer fist to strike the groin. And then you can use both hands to try to grab one of their legs, pull up, sit on the knee, twist the ankle. Or put your front foot in front of you, take both hands, grab this arm right here, pick them up off the ground, twist your hip, throw them on the ground. Take your front foot and trap the front wrist so they can't get up. Then use the back foot to stomp the groin, stomp the knee, stomp, kia. But always remember to use your background and surroundings. Trust your gut feeling and instinct. Be aware of your, look around what's going on, especially if you suspect something don't smell right, and if you see someone right behind you in front of you. Trust your gut feeling and instinct. They might try to harm you with either some kind of a hold, a grab, a punch, or a weapon. Watch by how they behave and watch every move they make. Look at their shadows. Look at what's around you, such as being around a lake, a pond, or a small river. And also use, if you're by someone's car or vehicle, to use, or even your own, use the mirrors, the windows or rear view mirrors to see what this person might or will try to do to try to harm you some kind of a very, very bad way. Also look at their shadows so you can also see what they're about to do, so you know what to do and what not to do. Thank you for watching my new self-defense martial arts teaching video for YouTube. And to all people, practice this stuff I just showed and taught, because this could save your life. And remember, one of the best ways to beat an attacker or attackers is by using your background, surroundings, and your environment to see what they're doing, so you know what they're going to try. They may or might or will try to use to try to harm you in some kind of a bad way, whether it's trying to throw a punch, use a hold or a grab of some kind, or try to throw out a weapon such as a gun or a knife. So you know what to do and what not to do, and what to be ready and prepared for. Next Wednesday on YouTube, I'm going to do part 2 of this to show all people, if they try to ambush you with more than one person, or if they try to use weapons such as guns or knife, such as a knife or a gun, and if you're at the park heading to the nearest store, or if you're in some tough neighborhood of some kind. And this will be on YouTube next Wednesday. Tomorrow on YouTube, I'll be doing a very, very special weight bar bodybuilding performance video. Doing everything standing up, starting it like this. Then the open chest on the ground, standing up, and the open chest while standing up. And this will be on YouTube tomorrow. And this Friday on YouTube, I'm going to do a very, very special leg balance bodybuilding performance video to see how long to do my leg balance and the tree pose on each leg. And this will be on YouTube this Friday. Be ready for those videos till then. Till then, see you next time. May God be with all the children always.